everyone, and welcome to our very first episode of Eva Travel Talks, insights, tips, and stories. I am Karen.
And I'm Linda.
We're so excited you've joined us. Whether you're listening while driving to work, planning your next holiday, or simply dreaming about your next adventure, thank you for being here.
This podcast is for everyone who loves traveling, is planning a trip, or simply wants some honest advice from people who work in the travel industry every single day.
Over the coming weeks, we'll be sharing stories, tips, laughs, lots of laughs, a few travel disasters, and hopefully making your travel planning a whole lot easier. So, just to get into everything, we just thought that we'd start off by telling you a little bit about who we are and why we got into travel. That's what episode 1 will be all about. So episode 1 is basically meeting your travel experts and what's coming next. And then also a very nice segment we've got, it will be remembering a very dear colleague and friend. I got into travel. I left school and I went and studied travel and tourism. And then I worked in travel for a little while and then left travel. And it was only in 2019 that I started doing flights, group bookings, started helping people with group bookings and that. And then, just grew from there. So I absolutely love doing group bookings because I find it challenging and I love a good challenge. So and that's one thing I love doing, is helping people to plan a group vacation or a group booking. It is a lot more logistics than just a normal family booking, but I think that's a lot more fun. My favorite type of client is any client. I love all the clients. We will be honest, we love all our clients, we really do. I think the most rewarding part of our job is at the end of the trip, when you hear all about what happened and how everything ran so smoothly and that they're happy that everything went smoothly. I think that's definitely my favorite part.
It's like job satisfaction.
Absolute job satisfaction. And then, obviously we all have, both Linda and I have a passion for creating memorable holidays for other people, also for ourselves, but for other people. I think it's very rewarding when somebody comes back from a trip, or even if they're on a trip and they send you pictures, or it's almost like they're grateful that you helped them and you're traveling along with them.
Absolutely.
So I think that's always such a fun part about the trip. And I did not always know that I wanted to be in travel. I obviously was in the commercial field for a long time and had an opportunity to take over the travel agency, and during COVID actually. And I took the opportunity with both hands. It was very scary to navigate, but fun nonetheless. And here we are today. It started off with just me in the travel agency, and then Sam obviously joined. And then we had a lady that was in Durban doing our ticketing, and she couldn't help us with our ticketing anymore, so we needed to find somebody else. And actually Sam was like, stop it, I've got somebody. And she met Linda. What was it, in Checkers? In Checkers, the one day she met Linda, and she got to the car and she phoned me and she's like, okay, that's it. Linda's in. You need to phone Linda. You need to phone her. And then that's where Linda comes in. And that's where Linda started with Eva Travel. So, Linda has been doing travel a heck of a lot longer than what I have been doing travel. I'm travel, she's the expert.
No, I wouldn't say that. How I started in travel, obviously when I was in school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I went and I worked in the Netherlands and I stayed there and I came back. And I think that's where the whole travel thing started, because I got the opportunity to travel.
To travel, yeah.
And I I did not go to make money. I just wanted to travel. That's what I wanted to do. So all my money went towards travel. And and then obviously I came back after 2 years. I came back and I said, well, that's what I want to do. I want to be in the travel industry. And then obviously I studied travel and tourism. And I was very lucky to get a job in the travel industry at a travel agency, like while I was studying, because I did it all through the post.
Expert.
Yeah. And and that's how it all started. And then, I mean, I'm in the industry now for, I think, 24 years that I've been a travel agent. I tried to get out of the industry twice, but...
Yes, we know.
But
and how did that go, Linda?
Not very well, because I came straight back. Did not work out for me, so here I am. And then I think why I'm so passionate about travel is, obviously I love to travel myself. So I think that's the one thing. And then also the other thing is that I'm helping families and people creating memories that will like last a lifetime.
Exactly.
And that's something I absolutely love it. And like you said earlier, also when clients come back and they give you this feedback or they send you a photo while they're on holiday, and then I'm always thinking to myself that these people are on a holiday and they're actually thinking about their travel agent, thinking of sending them.
And thanking their travel agent.
Yes. So, that to me is like really, really, how can I say, like rewarding.
Yes.
So I think that's awesome. That's basically it.
And that's how you got here.
And that's how I got here.
And that's how we got here.
And after me and Sam had a nice chat in the Sweetie Lane in Checkers, that's how, the two of us met.
Yeah. And then that was a lovely telephone call to have to bring in.
And I think we work well together.
We do work well together.
We both have our specialties.
We complement each other.
Yeah, we do.
Complement each other.
Absolutely.
So there are definitely days when Linda is down.
Yeah.
Or I'm down, and then we pick each other up.
Absolutely.
So I think it's great to have that dynamic as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, it used to. Well, Sam was part of our travel agency, and she sadly passed away a couple of weeks ago. So we also just want to have a little tribute to Sam, because I mean, starting this journey of the podcast, she was just as excited. We've been talking about this podcast for absolute ages to get this podcast started. We've been talking about it for ages. And it was just, I think it was so awesome to have met the amazing people at Wineland Studio. Yeah. And just to get, for them to be just as excited as what we are to start our journey on the podcast. And so I think we just need to also just remember Sam, who she was as a person, who she was as an agent.
She was an amazing travel agent.
She was. She really was.
Yeah.
Passionate, because she was so passionate about everything. She loved sending people on holidays. She loved it.
She literally she planned the holidays as if she was planning her own holiday.
Yeah, exactly.
And she get excited when they go on honeymoon and family holidays
exactly.
It was amazing.
And that's why we just thought, before we started getting into everything, we just wanted to pay tribute to her. Yes. She battled cancer for just under 2 years, and she fought a great fight.
Yeah,
and
she did.
It was very sad for us to lose her. Very sad for her family, but we will be remembering her every single podcast. We will be remembering her. We've actually got a beautiful little segment, and the segment is called Spotlight on Sam's Destination, or Sam's Destination Spotlight. So every podcast we will pay tribute to Sam by, she loved traveling. So just by talking about a destination that she loved and that she spoke about. But, I mean, Linda, you can tell us, what was her favorite destination in the whole world?
Mauritius was her absolute favorite. I think if Mauritius had an ambassador, it would have been Sam.
For sure.
without a doubt.
For sure.
She just knows everything and everyone.
Yeah.
At the
You could
resorts
ask
as
her
well.
anything.
You can ask her
About any of the resorts. She'd been
absolutely.
I think she went on 2 or 3 educationals to Mauritius.
Yeah. And then all the family holidays.
For 17 years, they used to go every year,
Yeah.
So she was a real ambassador for Mauritius. She really loved it.
No, for
and
sure.
So we'll be talking more in depth about Mauritius in our next podcast.
Definitely.
So anyone wanting to know anything about Mauritius is going to be our
next
spotlight in our next episode. So every time we think about Mauritius, or every time we talk about Mauritius, we will always remember our beautiful Sam.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I think so too.
She did. I mean, she had an absolutely phenomenal sense of humor. Even if Linda had a problem, or if I had a problem, Sam would be like, "What the actual, Linda?
Yeah,
I need an Urbanol.
I can't handle this. I can't do the stress.
It wasn't
I can't
even
do this.
It wasn't even a client.
Yeah, it wasn't even a client. When we start with group bookings and things like, no, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to be not interested. So but we will always remember her that way.
Remember her and miss her. Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, so to get down to our podcast, now that you know a little bit about us, and I mean, if there's anybody that's got any questions about how to get into travel, or is it worth getting into travel in these days with AI and all of that? Is it worth getting into it as a career?
Yeah.
We are always here as well.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
also a question.
Ask your questions.
Ask your questions. We can answer that as well. We really, really don't mind that.
Yeah.
So let's go. Linda, why a podcast?
Because we answer travel questions every single day. Some days like 10 times the same question in a day. So I think that, and just in general, to tell people about all the amazing things. And I think there's a lot of things that people don't really know about. I mean, visa stuff, let's give the people out there more information on how does visas work, how do they act, what do they look at, what don't they look at, also things like now with ChatGPT. I mean, it's so easy. You can literally go onto ChatGPT. Can you actually trust the information you get from there? Just
exciting.
Anything to do with travel, basically.
Exciting, and it's exciting. As we said in the beginning, it's something that Linda and I have been speaking about
for years,
for a long time now.
Yeah.
And we met,
and I think
met
also
the right
to tell people about our own personal travels and our personal experiences. Things we deal with, and what happens, that things that we deal with that clients doesn't even know about.
So,
a
lot of behind the scenes stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So basically we just wanted to sit down in a relaxed environment, almost like we're sitting at home with you and discussing travel things. And obviously we're open to any questions. If you've got a travel question, we will also have a segment available every week, every episode. We'll have a segment available that will be your questions. Yep. So we'll take questions from anybody, any question that you want to ask. If there's something you want to hear about, a certain destination, if you want maybe Linda's opinion on a certain destination.
Yes.
Linda has traveled a wee bit more than I have. She's very knowledgeable when it comes to a lot of places. Linda's been in the industry for over 23 years. A lot newer in the industry. So Linda, tell us, why is travel planning more stressful now than before?
I think COVID really reshaped the industry, and people are more aware about things like travel insurance is a big thing for people. They're always scared that something like this might happen again, and I mean we all know how it was and how people got stuck everywhere. So I think that is a big thing. And I think also something that changed a lot is the airfare prices. The prices has gone up hectically. Also after COVID, and because travel is, for me, leisure travel it's a luxury to travel, you know. So I can definitely see with my own clients, I can see that clients that used to travel 3-4 times a year now maybe rather travel once a year, but they really try and do like something special.
Yes.
You know, people, I think, more memorable, not that travel is not memorable, but those people that used to travel 3-4 times a year, they now only travel once a year. You know, so yeah. And I think also another thing that makes travel planning more stressful is the internet and social media. I mean, I get things from clients. I saw this on TikTok. I also want to do that. And then I'm like, well, that's not even in Greece. You know, that it's things that really happen, you know. So
Wrong destination.
I think it's a big thing because you really don't know who should you really trust.
What
you know,
should you trust?
What am I reading that's right? And I think that's also, I mean, we as travel agents can take that stress away from the client, you know.
Yeah.
So,
and I also think the stress comes in that there's a lot of people that want to travel and they've got a certain budget that they need to stick to. And some people find it very stressful to try and navigate all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's also important to use a travel agent because we will be able to tell you, do this, don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, rather spend your money on this than spend your money on whatever else.
Absolutely.
So I think
and I know
we are here to take the stress out of travel.
And I mean, I think not just to come back to you with regards to like, you know, if a client is like on a budget, whatever, like that. Like, I mean, I had that this morning where a client said, you know, we need to look at like something cheap. And I'm like, well, tell me your budget first. Just more or less.
Yes.
Surely you must have some sort of idea. You know, I can only spend 30,000 or I can only spend 10,000. And I said to the client, if you can tell me how much you're willing to spend, then immediately I will be able to tell you, listen, Mauritius is not going to work for this. You will have to save another year or two to be able to do that. But then we will be able to give them something else that they can do at that price.
Yeah. And then what are the top 5 things people underestimate when planning a trip? Please bearing in mind that Linda has nothing to do with the weather.
Oh, absolutely.
She cannot control
I cannot
the weather.
control the weather.
We apologize in advance for the rain.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the thing that people underestimate the most, I think, is visas.
Yes.
Because that for me is definitely number one. And I've seen this year. It's been crazy with regards to what people think that, let's just phone Linda quickly. Listen, I'm leaving in 2 weeks. I need 3 visas.
Yes.
Sorry, sir, it's not happening.
Yeah.
And I'm actually not going to help you because it's not happening.
It's impossible.
So I think visas is one thing. And then I think insurance as well. I still get people that would say,
refuse. Yeah, they don't
we
want
don't need that. But I think and I always try and tell the clients that, is that we work with this every day. We see things happen. And it's not just for something big happening, you're in a car accident. It's like, I mean, I had clients who literally walked down stairs, they fell, they broke an ankle in such a way that they need an operation, you know, and you think that it's going to be fine, but you have to pay everything in euros or in dollars or in pounds.
Yeah.
So I think that is, insurance is definitely also a thing that, I think people underestimate.
Well, we will be covering insurance in one
We
of
will.
our
In one
our
of the
episodes coming up. We will
Yes.
definitely be covering insurance and the importance of insurance.
Yes.
And
then
also just think with regards to airlines as well. A lot of people think you have control over that. Linda does not have control over the airlines
I don't.
or their changing times.
No. Unfortunately, believe it or not, but people actually
Yes.
fight with me
Yes.
and they get mad at me. And then I'm like, listen, it wasn't me.
I do not
You
work
know?
for Qatar.
Yeah, exactly.
I do not work for Emirates.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, these things do happen.
Yeah.
And I mean, we will always we will help you
Yes.
in making sure that everything goes smooth sailing at the end of the day. But it's totally
And
out of our control.
I think just on that, I mean, I know it's off the topic that we're talking about at the moment, but I just wanted to say as well that I think that's also the nice thing about our travel agent. So we are called Eva Travel, and we are a boutique travel agency. So if you have an issue in the middle of the night, you've booked a ticket with Linda, you're going to phone and you're going to get Linda.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've had instances where clients, it was a group that traveled.
Yeah, it was a group.
They were stranded in Kenya.
Yeah, in Kenya. They were stranded
They were
there.
stranded
They were
in
like,
Kenya.
got the
Linda
call.
got the call that there was an issue with the flights, and that flight times had changed, or they'd missed a flight, or
Yeah, they missed their connecting
flight, and Linda had to deal with that at 2:00 in the morning. So she then was booking hotels and trying to help them, just to let them know as well that you're actually not alone. And I think that's also the importance of using a travel agent.
Yes.
Is knowing that when you're traveling, you're not alone. And also, for instance,
that's very important.
where Linda's had calls as well, I've had calls as well, where people have said the queue, there was some time change, or a flight was cancelled, and the queues at the desks were so long. And that's people that had booked their flights themselves. And they said it was so nice for them because they could actually just stand back, make one phone call to their travel agent and say, Linda, this is what's happening. And Linda is on it. She's on on her computer, on her system, checking the flights and saying, okay, this is what I've done for you. I've changed your flight. Here's your new ticket. I'm sending it through to you now.
Yeah, and I think also, I mean, like you say, just they have someone to talk to and actually just guide them.
Yes.
And say, listen, okay, calm down.
Yes.
It's going to be fine.
Take a chill pill.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Do this.
Yes.
Or do that.
Yeah.
Or, you know what? Get on a train.
Yeah.
Get to the nearest city. I'm going to sort this out for you, you know? I mean, a lot of the times, the stuff is also out of our control. Totally out of our control.
No,
but it's nice for the client to know that they can phone someone.
They're not alone.
And they're not alone. And we can guide them and say, listen, okay, there's not much we can do
because
about
it is
it now.
daunting. I mean,
But-
anybody traveling,
and you know what?
anybody, I mean, even us as seasonal travelers,
Exactly.
you still get panicked when you get to the airport.
No, of course. Travel is stressful.
Is something gonna go wrong? You actually
It's
only
stressful.
relax when you get off the plane
Yeah.
at your destination.
But to travel,
and
it's
you can
stressful.
relax. Yeah, it is.
It's really stressful to travel.
No, my family always moan at me because I'm one of those travelers. I'll say, let's get to the airport 4 hours before. And my family can have heart failure because they are like, 4 hours is a long time. But we're there early for if anything has to happen or whatever.
No, absolutely.
We are there.
I completely agree.
Okay, so I mean, we kind of like, this is a very big one. What mistakes do you see travelers making over and over? And I mean, I think Linda and I can both answer this question in unison, all at once, because it's not only us that get the questions, but we see it on the various travel groups as well.
Absolutely.
The same problem over and over and over again. Linda, tell us what the problem is.
So, I get this a lot of times, at least once a week, I would say, where I would get a call from someone asking me if I can assist them with their visa they are, let's
Schengen
say,
visa.
a Schengen visa. They are maybe going to France. I said, sure, no problem. I will most definitely be able to help you.
But who booked your flights for you?
Then they say, no, we've booked our flights. Flights have been booked, so all is good. And I'm like, okay, well, send me a copy of your airline ticket and your itinerary so that I can make sure that your longest stay is going to be in France. And then I get that air ticket, and then I'm like, they booked via London, the UK. Now, as a South African passport holder, it's a very strange rule, but it's been like this for years. If you travel from South Africa on a South African passport to via the UK to any European city or destination, you need a transit visa for the UK. Whether you are in transit for 1 hour or 6 hours, you need the transit visa.
So then how much is that going to add to my cost?
Except for the fact,
how much will my mistake cost me?
it's going to cost you a lot of money, because the unfortunate thing is that usually those clients will contact me like within a month that they need to travel. And the problem is that you need 2 visas now. And like the UK transit visa, I mean, they take about 3 weeks just to get that visa. Now, the nice thing is that now with the UK, I mean, we'll go into visas on another episode, but you keep your passport, so you can at least go apply for another visa.
Schengen, yeah.
But the thing is, you need at least 3 weeks just to get that transit visa. Now, I had a situation now where this happened, and at the end of the day, the client had to cancel his British Airways ticket via the UK. He had to cancel it because there was not enough time to get the visa.
Yeah. People are also under the misconception that it costs money to use a travel agent, but a travel agent also saves you money.
Absolutely.
It's not, and I mean, we book flights, we book your accommodation, we do all of that, and I think so when someone should involve a travel agent is right at the beginning. Right at the beginning of your trip.
It definitely makes it a lot easier if you contact us from the start.
And we can advise you, we can guide you, we can tell you what you need, what you don't need. I think it's important to get the help of a travel agent from the beginning. Yeah. And it's also just that a travel agent is more knowledgeable about a destination that you want to go to. Exactly. So especially if you're a first-time traveler, look, if you've been to the destination before and you know exactly where you want to go, where you want to stay, how you're going to get there and whatever, okay, that's fine. But I mean, travel is expensive these days. So people save up for a long time.
They do.
To be able to take their family on a holiday. And when they do that, they should make sure that they're doing it the right way.
Yeah.
And we work according to budgets. So if you come and you say, this is where I want to go, I want to take my family with me, there's 4 of us in the family, and I've only got 30,000 Rand per person. Yeah. How can we make it work? Yeah. And we can tell you, we can be realistic with you and say, listen, 30,000 Rand's not going to get you very far these days in travel. And I think that's also something that people have forgotten is that after COVID, the airlines, the airfares went up after COVID, and nothing has come down after that. Nothing came down after that. So that is the way it is. Travel is a lot more expensive.
It is
expensive these days than it was pre-COVID.
There was those packages for 12 and 13,000 Rand. It was your flights, accommodation for 7 nights, breakfast, half-day city tours, everything in Thailand. I mean, now that is not even going to cover just
an airfare.
Not the airfare
even halfway there.
Exactly. No, absolutely.
No, so I just think people get scared when you say, oh, use a travel agent or phone this travel agent. I think also with AI and ChatGPT and all of those other things, I mean, look, ChatGPT sometimes is a great help. ChatGPT can't guide you and say, I've stayed at that hotel before.
No, and let me tell you,
and I know that's a great hotel.
I've tried ChatGPT, just it's great to give you maybe an idea of what you can do or want to do, or destinations for this time of year or that time of year. But let me also tell you how many mistakes I've picked up from ChatGPT. So it's the same with Google. Yes. Google is not going to tell you, or ChatGPT is not going to tell you that you need a transit visa.
Exactly.
They don't know that.
No.
Small things like yellow fever. There are countries where you need a yellow fever certificate. So do you think that ChatGPT or Google is going to tell you that?
Nope.
No. I mean, I sometimes get clients that they will screenshot things that they got from ChatGPT.
Yes.
Usually nowadays from ChatGPT. And then I'm like, no.
Yeah, no, that's impossible.
That's absolutely impossible.
That's not going to work.
It's not happening. It's not true.
Yeah. And then just something else that's very new now. We're going to just talk about luggage a little bit. But something that's very new now, and I actually read a very interesting article as to why this morning, and it was about power banks and battery, anything with a lithium battery.
Yes.
It's not allowed in your checked-in luggage anymore.
No, true.
And I thought at one stage, I was like, okay, but that's a bit silly. Why?
Yeah.
And then it was actually a Lyft Airlines sent out a thing this morning.
Okay.
And it actually explained it so nicely that they cannot... If your battery malfunctions and starts to heat up the lithium battery, and lithium batteries are in your vapes, they're in your power banks, they're in your laptops. So that's why all of that stuff needs to go in hand luggage. And I mean, like you were saying yesterday when we were talking about it, you said you had a client.
I had a client.
They phoned you and said their checked-in bag
had a power bank. They phoned me. The airline phoned me
and they
on
would
a
not
Saturday,
load
on a
that
Sunday
suitcase.
afternoon.
They wouldn't load that suitcase onto the plane.
They couldn't get hold of the client, so they phoned me.
Yeah.
And they said, listen, I said, what's wrong with his luggage? And they say, well, he's got a power bank in his checked-in luggage. And I'm like, how on earth do you know that? They're like, we're not loading this bag.
Yeah.
And thank goodness I managed to get hold of the client. But I mean, it was quite a mission to get the client. Client's been through passport control.
Yeah.
He's been through everywhere.
And he had to go back.
He was literally waiting at his gate. So it is a thing. And I mean, it happened to one of my clients.
Yeah, so I mean, don't take any battery.
And also, you're allowed to take it in your hand luggage, but you're not allowed to use it
on the plane, yes.
That's also a thing.
But that's what they were saying. They were saying that the reason behind it is because if anything happens in the aircraft, they can get to it much quicker if it starts overheating and it's in your
in the overhead compartment. Yes, absolutely.
As opposed to in the hold.
Yeah, can you imagine?
They can't get to it that quickly in the hold.
That's actually quite interesting.
So that is why they say bring it with you, because they can use a
hectic.
So that's quite scary. So and that is something that is fairly new. And then just on luggage, we often get people that will phone us and say that did have travel insurance, that will get home and then phone like a day or two later, oh, my luggage was damaged.
Yeah.
Don't leave the airport.
Please
if your luggage is damaged, do not leave the airport without going to your airline, to the airline that you flew with.
Yes.
Show them your bag, that your bag has been damaged, and get a report from them.
Get something. Because even if you have travel insurance,
yes,
if you don't have that report from the airport
they
to say that you've showed them that your luggage has been broken into or that it's damaged or whatever, nobody's going to even look at it.
Yeah.
They need that. So, that is a very important thing.
Not to leave the airport before you have that.
You definitely need that proof.
Yeah. Okay, so we will have a segment every week that says ask a travel agency, ask a travel agent anything.
Yeah.
So this will be a relaxed question and answer segment of our episodes. And we will answer your travel questions and maybe share some funny stories if there is a funny answer to your question. Linda and I do like to laugh a lot.
We do.
We do like to joke a lot. So I think we want to keep it as light-hearted as we possibly can.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then yeah, things people often don't know. Just one other thing that has come up quite a lot recently is people asking about open-end tickets.
Oh yeah, that's actually something that
Yes.
that's been I had a lot of questions about that.
Yes.
So, so years ago you got an air ticket. It was called an open return ticket. So the ticket was usually valid for 12 months. You just book your ticket out of the country, but you don't book a return ticket. The ticket is open. It's open for 12 months. And then when you are ready to return, you can advise the airline your date and they will basically change the ticket for you. That was usually like youngsters that will go au pair or work on the yachts, or even business people, that need to go for long-term business, like 3 or 4 months, but they're not sure of when they're coming back. That has changed.
Yes.
There is no such
more.
thing as an open return ticket. You have to book if you are allowed to leave South Africa on a one-way ticket, then rather leave on a one-way ticket. But usually South Africans are not allowed to leave South Africa on a one-way ticket.
They will not let you get on the plane with the
exactly.
one-way
They will
ticket.
actually deny you boarding.
They will deny you boarding.
So if, say, for instance, your daughter are going to go au pair in the Netherlands, and you buy her a 12-month ticket, even though she's got the work visa, she's got everything, she still needs a return ticket. So you will basically book her now to leave in, let's say, August. She's only coming back sometime next year, August. We don't know when yet. Then we just book any date, like let's say July 2027 for her to return. And once she knows a date that she wants to come back to South Africa, then we change the ticket. But the thing is that there will always be a cost involved. Not an Eva Travel fee. No. It's got nothing to do with Eva Travel. It's an airline fee. The airlines charge you to a change fee, and then also, if you cannot get the same booking or price class for that new date, you have to pay that difference as well.
Yeah.
So that's also a big thing that changed in the travel industry. It's not just free to change an airline ticket anymore.
And I think people that traveled a long time ago and that their children are now traveling, they're like, oh, but we did it when we left school.
Yes. I mean, that's how I also went on a open return ticket when I went to the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And I mean, you only advise the agent, like, once you know the date that you're going to return. So, but unfortunately, those days are long gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we also just want to chat quickly about what's coming this season.
Yes.
So we have got 6 episodes.
Yes.
In this season 1.
Yeah. Season 1. The days of our lives.
Limited season.
Yeah.
Season 1 has 6 episodes. I feel a bit Netflixy there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, we're basically just going to be covering what we are going to be covering over the next 6 episodes. So today is obviously just a relaxed,
just a nice
bits
chat.
and bobs, just about this and that.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, if we can just be honest with everyone, how nervous we were about even starting this.
Oh my goodness. Warren even wanted to change the date.
I wanted to change the date because I was like, I actually just can't do this now.
Like, Warren, here, no. We're not changing the date. We're in this now. We're going to do it today. Let's just get going.
So that's what episode 1 is about. Just for everyone to see that we're actually just normal people.
Just normal people.
Who are also scared to get in front of a camera behind a microphone. But obviously to see our dream become a reality is also just super rewarding.
No, for sure.
And we're very excited about what's to come.
We're also so
I mean,
excited.
over the next couple of episodes, we're going to be... So our next episode 2 is going to be about Mauritius.
Yes, Mauritius. Absolutely.
And then we're going to have... Etienne.
We're going to have Etienne from the Beachcomber Properties in Mauritius. He will be with us to tell us a bit more about that. And
And then episode 3, we're going to be chatting about visas. Linda is our visa expert. I do dabble in visas when it comes to groups. I also do visas when it comes to groups and that. But Linda is the visa fundi. And then cash cards. We're going to have Imali here just to explain a little bit about how a cash card works and why it's important to have a cash card.
Yes.
And then travel insurance.
Yeah, very important.
Very important one, that one. And then episode 4 is going to be cruising.
Yes, cruising indeed. We're going to do ocean cruising versus river cruising. And we're also going to explain to the people that cruising is not just for old people. Because whenever I suggest a cruise to a client, I love cruising. I'm a big cruiser. And then they're like, no, but it's only for old people. It's not. So, but we'll cover that. Episode 4.
And then episode 5, I'm actually really looking forward to episode 5. Episode 5 is underrated destinations.
Absolutely.
And gems within our own borders. Very much looking forward
that's
to that.
an interesting one. Yeah. And I think a lot of people actually forget about South Africa.
They do.
And, even like Namibia and Botswana and, all our bordering
Neighbours,
countries, all our neighbours, yes.
And I mean, also with the new arrival in Umhlanga, the club.
Yes, the new Club Med
Med,
Resort.
yeah.
I mean, I think that's going to be fantastic for
so
families
we'll
because it's a 2-hour flight.
Yes.
And it's all inclusive.
A nice
Kids clubs, everything. So we will do a nice thing.
Put your kids on a plane to travel like to Mauritius or somewhere.
Exactly,
That's
it's a
also
2-hour
nice
flight. Yeah, fantastic option.
And then episode 6, we're going to talk about group travel versus independent travel. And I think, so obviously group travel, so twofold. We're going to talk about group travel versus independent travel. So group travel as in to join a group of people like on a Kontiki.
Yes, like on a Kontiki for young people or Trafalgar or Insight or...
And there's also different travel options for like single women. Single women wanting to travel by themselves.
That's also something that became quite popular nowadays.
Exactly.
It's like solo travelers.
Yes. They want to travel in a group, but on their own. They're a single person. They don't have a family or a partner.
Yes.
And they just want to travel, but they don't want to do it like all alone. They want to be part of some structure.
Yeah.
So that is also an option with the group travel.
Yes.
And then, group travel as in groups of people.
Yes.
So whether you're an office that are looking to take someone on incentive tours or on an incentive trip, a school looking to go on a holiday.
I mean, you've done so many school groups.
We've done lots of school groups and also different organizations, group bookings that we've done as well. So those are our
and I think just something to add to the independent travel is that I think something that a lot of clients or a lot of people actually don't know is that we can tailor make on what you want. So you tell me this is what I want to do, this is where I want to go, and then we can put the whole package together for you. I just wanted to.
I mean, even as a family, if a family group wants to get together and go and have a holiday somewhere, or a family reunion where you've got people coming from different parts of the world that all want to meet in one destination,
and you get that. I get that a lot.
We can sort that as well. So we'll chat about that in episode 6. So then just a fun way to end off. We're going to have a rapid fire, Linda.
Okay. Go for
so
it.
it's we're going to say it the same time.
Okay. All right.
So we're going to say we actually laughed about this one when we
did.
Favorite airline.
Qatar.
And I said, any airline that's leaving South Africa.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Anyone that's
any
going to
airline.
take me on a holiday.
Yeah, true.
Or anyone that will upgrade us.
Anyone that will upgrade us for free to business class. That's our favorite airline.
That's our favorite airline. Any business class tickets.
Yeah.
Favorite airport?
Singapore.
Cape Town International Departures.
I think you need to go on a holiday, Karen.
Window or aisle?
Aisle.
Window. Depends, though.
No. Aisle
It depends.
For me,
No, but it
aisle.
also depends. If you've got a bulkhead window, I mean, could I sell that to you, Linda?
Yeah.
Bulkhead window.
Yeah,
There's
then
nobody
that's
in front
fine.
of you.
If
then
there's
we can
nobody
do a
in front of
bulkhead
me,
window.
that's fine. Business class window.
I think your business class. Business class aisle or window. I'll take
Yeah.
either.
Take any seat.
The champagne will soften that blow.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Carry on only or checked luggage. Definitely checked luggage.
Definitely check luggage, because if I only go with hand luggage, then I'm
No.
obviously only going away for a
For
night.
short time. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, check
We
luggage.
want to make it.
Yeah.
We want to make it count.
Yeah.
Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Definitely beach. We
Beach,
are both
without a doubt.
definitely beach people.
The beach calms me. It literally, the sea,
100%.
it calms me.
There's just
Yeah.
something magical.
Yeah.
Magical with that
Yeah, and that,
feet in the
that and the
feet
smell,
in the sand
and you
and
hear
that
the
smell of
waves.
the
Yeah,
ocean and
absolutely.
that yeah.
No,
that's-
definitely beach.
Passport stamps or luxury resorts.
I think that also depends, but
We were a
Yeah,
bit
we were-
torn on this
yeah,
one.
definitely. Sometimes.
I went for passport stamps
Yeah,
because
I think at the end of the day, I'll also go for passport stamps.
because we're also young. I mean,
Yeah.
we're young, Linda.
We're very
We've
young.
Got lots of
still
years
very
ahead of
young.
us.
Yeah.
We definitely need those stamps in our passport.
No, for sure. I want them.
When we are 80, then we want to go luxury resorts.
Yeah,
Then we want to just go and
exactly.
sit on the beach in Mauritius
Yeah, true.
and do nothing.
At a nice resort, nice
At
luxury
a nice luxury resort.
Yes.
Dream destination. Vegas, baby.
Japan.
two,
My
two totally different.
totally different trips. We won't even be able to do that all in one trip because it's just not going to work. But
I'll
yeah.
meet you at Cape Town
You'll
International
meet-
Departures. You go that way, I'll go that
Yeah,
way.
I'll go to Japan and you go to Vegas. Yes, definitely.
Country you visited the most?
Mauritius and Italy.
And mine is Peru.
Peru, that's an interesting one.
My sister-in-law and brother-in-law lived in Peru for 19 years, so we used to spend quite a lot of Christmases there in Peru.
Oh, wow. Peru, yeah, that's an interesting one. Maybe you can
that's-
do an episode for us
Maybe
on
we
South
can
America.
Chat about South America.
I think so.
I didn't win the World Cup, but
We don't have to talk about that.
don't have to talk about that. One destination everyone should see once.
I don't have a specific destination, but I wish that every single person actually do get the opportunity to just travel outside of South Africa
Yeah.
at least once in their life. There's no specific destination, just even if you just go to Vic Falls.
Yes.
You know, just to experience a different country, culture, I really think it changes you as a person. So, yeah, I don't have like a specific place, but, yeah, that's what I would
But
say.
I mean, even make a plan. And I mean, I know there's people that have never even been to Durban that live
No,
in
exactly.
Cape Town.
That's never even been on an airplane.
They've never been in an airplane. They've never been to Durban. They've never been to Joburg. So I think, yeah, just to be able to do something like
Yeah.
that. I mean, we've got even the people from Durban and Joburg come here to Cape Town.
Come to Cape Town, absolutely.
It's beautiful here in Cape Town.
Yeah.
Not at the moment. It's very cold. Don't come now.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you come, bring a jacket.
Yeah.
Or two.
Yeah.
One travel item. Oh, this is Linda's favorite one.
That's my favorite one.
One travel item that you never leave home without.
Your attitude.
Oh, well, I love it.
If you...
Some people would say your passport's the most
Yeah.
important.
No. Your
worry about
passport is very important. Please just don't leave your passport. But no, for me, it is your attitude.
Yeah.
You have to...
No, for sure.
You have to go with the right attitude. And you must also remember, things do happen. Things go wrong. There's going to be a strike.
Linda can't help.
There is going to be
Linda
a
can't help
problem
if the
with
weather's
weather.
raining.
It's like just your attitude. For me, it's a big thing. You have to go with a lekker attitude.
Yeah, for sure.
And then your passport, please.
And your passport. Yeah, please don't forget your passport and your visas. Don't forget your passport and your visas. The rest, that's what I always say to my family when we're leaving. As long as you've got your passport, you can buy everything else when you get that side.
For sure.
If your suitcase doesn't arrive, doesn't matter.
I completely
Just as long as
agree.
you've got your passport with you. Or if you're traveling locally, that you've got your ID with you.
Yes,
Don't
exactly.
leave your ID in your car or your driver's license.
Yeah, no,
in your
for
car.
sure. Completely agree.
Okay, so I think that's it, Linda.
I think that's it
a
for
wrap.
our
We made
first
it.
episode.
We made it through our first episode.
Yeah,
We're both still alive. Yeah.
yeah.
It wasn't as bad as what we thought it would
Ja,
be.
nee, vraggies.
My heart stopped pounding. It's relaxed now. My heart is relaxed. Yeah, so just to everybody, thank you so much for joining us on our very first episode.
Yeah, I think we hope you enjoyed getting to know us. And if you've got any travel questions you'd like for us to answer, we would love to hear from you.
So you can send us your questions through our social media pages or by emailing us. We might even feature your question in one of our upcoming episodes. So whatever questions you have, and obviously if you have a question about visas, we will keep that question and answer it when we do our visa episode.
For sure.
But if you've got any other questions,
And if you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, leave us a review.
What do they say? Click the button below.
Click the button below. Leave us a review and share Eva Travel Talks with your friends and your family.
Yes. Share.
Yeah.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
So remember, every journey begins with a conversation.
And we'd love to be part of yours.
This is Eva Travel Talks. Insights, tips, stories.
Until next time, safe travels.